What's up, guys? I'm your half-pace woodsman. Today, we're hiking to make a little creek camp. We have Sydney with us. We're tripping all over the woods today. Hiking and being outdoors isn't always about speed or being fast. Find your own pace and enjoy it. That's what it's all about. I'm dripping sweat. I only cover about a mile every 45 minutes. Over. Good grip. Obstacles, climb them. Let's get all of our trip hazards out of the way. Here, you want a stick? Sid. We can burn a lot of this. Oh! That's a big tree. Looks like when our creek came up, it washed a lot of this out. My hammock, one of the equipped one-person mosquito net built on. Can you hear the car going by? I've got two trees about 10 foot apart. And you want your straps about face height. For me, that's about 5 foot. That tight. And then these equipped hammocks come with a carabiner, so that simplifies that. I don't do hammocks very often, so we got to adjust this thing up. You want to get it as level as possible. I come out here and cars just want to keep going up and down the road. I'm on the back side of our farm, which butts up against the golf course. Just drop that for the moment. all I'm doing is adding knots to my rope. That might have been too much. There we go. That's better. And then these equips come with 2 little tent poles for your mosquito net. And then you have these little ropes. Go through the elastic band. I didn't get all my trip hazards. And then what I'm going to do to tie these back is just a square knot. And I've set this up once before, so you can actually pull these fairly tight. Oh, I screwed up my knot. I trip all the time. If you guys are anything like the people I work with, I can already hear you behind your screens going, oh! And you don't have to pull these super tight. Like, these are not taking your weight when you're in the hammock. Almost screwed that up again. There we go. There's my zippers. go. Hi, girl. What's up, Sid? Baby, baby. Squirrels keep throwing nuts at us. I might actually drop that down a little bit lower because I'm short. So I'm using a figure 9 carabiner. I love these things. They're just so useful for my ridge line and my tarp. I'll give you guys a close-up of this thing here in a second. I've got 2 of them. I'm only using one. I've got that side set up with a lark's head knot. Alright, now with it being said that I really like the figure 9 carabiners, I really feel that you should know your knots. In an instance like this, if I didn't have my carabiner, I would probably be using something like a trucker's hitch. So, alright, here's the figure 9s. Here's my main ridge line, and that goes through your fat end, your open end, and then you bring that around your tree, and this is your loose end. You bring it under this hook, wrap it around that hook, and then you wrap it around this hook. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but that hook's got serrated edges on it, and it pinches the rope. Alright guys, here's our shelter for the night. And like I was telling you about knowing your knots, I had to end up using my trucker's hitch to get that corner up. So all you do is you tie a loop in your main line, take your tag end, you go around your tree and through your loop, and then you tie. I just did a double half hitch there, and it's self-tightening. So that's home for the night. Alright, well, I'm not going to make a big deal out of processing firewood tonight because there's stuff laying all over the ground out here. So we're just going to kind of clean the area up and go about firewood that way. I got a really bad glare in my glasses. How's that? Not much better. There we go. Got this nice stick with a groove in the center. So take your rubbing alcohol, put it right in that, or your hand sanitizer. This is hand sanitizer, not rubbing alcohol. And put it in that groove. And we'll take that, and stick it right underneath. Okay, so now that the camera fell over, put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a stick with a groove in it, and stick that underneath your fire pile. There we go, that's a lot better. And we'll take our little survival matches. All the way out so we can get to the striker. See if we can do this with one match. Oh, my match fell apart. There we go. Does that count as one match or two? Let me know in the comments. I say two. Put this back in our little possibles pouch and fire kit. Toss that out of the way. Start building this up some. I hope you guys can hear the birds more than the cars. Hungry. Not really hungry, but I should be hungry. I found these little cracker, well, my wife found these little cracker packs. These are cool. Like the perfect size. So we've got crackers, salami, and Swiss cheese. The adult Lunchable. Hey, it works for me. And I forgot my silverware. Or my spork. So I am now stirring my coffee with my giant knife. Yeah. Like a man. coffee. Coffee! More coffee! There, how's that? So let's talk about a morning routine. Because for me, that was the hardest part about getting back outdoors, was finding my routine. I'm digging breakfast out while I'm talking to you guys. We have a rather simple breakfast today that will consist of peanut butter and apple slices. Check these out. My wife found these things too. They're like perfect. There are 190 calories in each one, if I remember right. Honey crisp apple. So yeah, you gotta find your routine and your own pace of doing things. That's what it is all about. You have to make sure you enjoy what you're doing. If you don't enjoy it, then don't do it. Wow, this one's got a lot of seeds in it. So my morning routine consists of waking up. We'll talk about my routine in the woods, not at home. So I wake up and gather my firewood for the morning, if I didn't already do that the night before. I get my fire going off my hot coals from the night before, if they're still there. And then I let my fire go for a little while and build up and get nice and hot. And in the meantime, I use my first catheter of the morning. Make sure you pack the trash out. So I use my first catheter, and then after that I get my water on for my coffee, my oatmeal if I'm having oatmeal. This morning I felt like something simple, so apples and peanut butter it is. You can't beat a Honey Crisp. Then after breakfast, I brush my teeth, finish my coffee, and when all that's done today, I'll pack up and head home for the morning. I will give you guys a little gear segment too, so you can see the kind of stuff that I carry out with me. Great girl. I said. Sorry about all the traffic noise. But what matters is that I'm out in the woods. That's the entire point I want to get to you guys. This is all part of getting the pack on. It's crazy how much of a difference a little bit of camera gear makes. Yep, got everything. Let's head home.